Hello, Modern World History students. We are starting a new project, Imperialism. All right, so by the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain the meaning of imperialism. So what is it? So to start off, what I want you to do is look at these two political cartoons. And what do you see happening in these? So you see a man here. Looks like he's wearing military garb. He's cutting up a cake that's supposed to represent Africa. They have Afrique, but it's Africa. People are around the table waiting for their piece of this African cake. And then here you see people looking at different parts of the world. You see Africa again. And it says British grab bag, German grab bag, Russian grab bag. And they're looking at places that they could put in their bag. So what do you think is going on in these cartoons? Well, they're looking to get their piece of the pie here, their piece of the cake, right? They're looking to, would you say, exploit, maybe? To take parts, to take resources, take land from these countries for themselves? Well, in a nutshell, that's what imperialism is, and you're going to learn more about it in this lesson. And remember, when you're looking at political cartoons, I would bookmark this as a favorite. This is the cartoon analysis worksheet from the National Archives, and it walks you through the steps to analyzing political cartoons so you don't miss anything. So you should make that a favorite of yours. Sorry, I have a cold still. So these are examples of imperialism. Imperialism is a policy of one country extending their power and influence to other countries by force or diplomacy. So that's what imperialism is. And you're going to learn more about why, the reasons, but usually you're trying to take resources for yourself, something you want from that other country. Okay, so this is an introductory lesson, okay, to imperialism to get you started with this project, because I know many of you are still finishing up the last project, which is fine. So I want you to read this parable. It's called The Elephant and the Man. This is really interesting. So it's just about a page long. So read the story. A parable is a story meant to teach you something. Remember, you must be logged into Summit for these links to work. And then you're going to answer or think about these discussion questions here about the reading. Okay? And then I just want you for the watch. It's not a video this time. I just want you to look at this cartoon. What do you think? I'm not sure I'm going to butcher his name, but Kenyatta would say about this image. So this is Africa. And what's going on here? Look where it's all dug up. Look where all we'll say those resources went to. United States, Europe. What do you think about this image? And then here you're going to say, what is the meaning of imperialism in your own words? Then you're going to take a quiz, a true-false quiz. And then for the elaborate, I want you to share your responses to the following questions in Padlet. So you're going to go here. Right here in this Padlet. Oh, it looks like I already have a response, which is wonderful. And you're going to answer these questions. How does the story represent imperialism? How does the story connect to the cartoons? Given that the author, Kenyatta, was a leader of Kenyan independence, why do you think he wrote the story? What message was he trying to send? And then you're going to answer the reflection questions. So this is just to get you started. This is our introduction to our new project, Imperialism and Reparations, okay? And then what I think I'm going to do is, you can see there are 3 final products to this project. There's a total of, well, not counting mine, there are 5 summit checkpoints, and then every week I give you one of mine. But I think what I'm going to do this week is, because many of you need to still get caught up, I'm going to have you just focus on going through the overview here, doing my lesson, and working on your focus area. That's what I want you to do. So in particular, you should start with what were the causes of imperialism. All right, so you need that important background content knowledge. So work on that one first, and then you can move on to the others. But you should take this week to get familiar with the project, learn about imperialism in the focus areas, do my lesson, and then if you still have to finish up finish up our last project on the Industrial Revolution. And for the Industrial Revolution, if you look here, I did give you a sample of the product presentation. Okay, and I also sent it to a Hangout of, remember, you have to pick a product. You're talking if it's beneficial or not. And actually, let me see here if I can pull it up. Yeah, so I sent this to you already, but this is what you're doing in a nutshell here.
Hello, my name is Brock Tippett, and I decided to do my project on Abercrombie & Fitch. Abercrombie & Fitch is not beneficial to global society because it is merely a body-shaming, discriminating clothing brand. Here is a little bit.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. Now, in order to do this, so you're going to make a Google slideshow, and then you're going to film yourself. You can use Loom, which he did, which Brock did. You could use, what I use is Screencast-O-Matic. You could use Screencastify, any video recording tool you want to just present your presentation. Okay, so that's what you're working on. You want to get that done. So that's your presentation, and then you have a discussion board reflection. This is taking place at that Socratic seminar. You'll find the information to that, starting with checkpoint 8 and on. That's all the final product checkpoints. And then if you go to checkpoint 10, I have my video lesson here. But you'll see in here, I have the instructions of what you're going to do. You have to put your argumentative claim paragraph in this Padlet. And you have to respond to at least 2 other peers. Okay? All right, so if you have any questions while you're wrapping things up and starting this new project, you let me know. Have a wonderful week.